Hi, everyone of the Taurus Collective. This is Zaida Velgara with your reading for March 2026. I hope you enjoy. So, for everybody that might be new to my channel, I just want to let you know that I really enjoy astrology. I believe that that is what affects the cards in the reading. So, I usually go through 4 astrological events for the month, and then I pick out Oracle to give you information about it. For all you guys that have been here for a minute, love you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. Let's go on. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is March 3rd. We have a total lunar eclipse, aka the blood moon, and it will be in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is the bull that kind of moves obstacles. Eclipses usually are like a swipe right out of energy. So what I'm feeling is kind of like a swipe right to something that used to sabotage you. It feels like internal, something subconscious, something, some kind of programming or something. So because of that, I'm going to be using my blind spot deck. Now these have sigils, in other words, some symbols. I'm going to be holding them up because you can use them in meditative work to clear out energy. In other words, like when you're looking at it and you're meditating on it, the symbols do something inside your energetic field so that you can clear out that topic that the sigil was made for. So I want to see what's happening with you, my Tauruses. Literally, this moon is all about you, so keep that in mind. There goes number 8. Here is the sigil for those that want to screenshot it so they can use it for the meditative work. And number 8 says it is bypassing. Bypassing. So I'm going to look up, let me put it over here so it's on my table so you can kind of see it. And on here it says that the energy of bypassing for this particular card has to do with if you draw the this sigil, what do you not see in is that you are bypassing in this situation. Bypassing is a coping mechanism that leads you to believe that actual resolution has taken place when it hasn't. Bypassing or whitewashing is the act of using belief to avoid facing or healing someone's painful feelings, unresolved wounds, or unmet needs. It is a state of avoidance. Because it is a state of avoidance, it is a state of resistance. So, this is, I want to say, triggering. This moon will be triggering for you, specifically Taurus, because it feels like you've kind of ignored your feelings, your emotions, something about a situation. Like you've been saying, that's not that big of a deal. It's because this person has this or that. I think that under this same scope, I would put in that thought process of what is that called? Intellectualization, right? When that word's really hard for me to say, okay. But that's when you intellectualize a situation, kind of giving it logic instead of feeling into those feelings. Your feelings aren't logical sometimes, okay? And though you logically can say, oh, this happened because of this and this and this, and I was a kid and it wasn't a big deal, your body still carries it. And because of that, it's still causing a problem. So that spiritual bypassing, that ability that you have to intellectualize something or ignore something, will come to the forefront, and you will be feeling the feelings and seeing the thing and admitting to yourself that you're still not 100% okay. Okay. The second thing is on March 8th. Now, this day, Venus, Saturn, and Neptune are all making friends with each other, creating a conjunction in the sign of Aries. So, this is your first energy, first house, authority, masculine energy, and sense of identity, lining up with what you really want and what you really desire, the discipline you have to create that want and desire, and your subconscious ideas bringing forth that desire. So it feels like everything is lining up to bring you what you want, based on who you really are. And that's very important because we normally, there are lots of us that live a reality that is not our true self. And so some of these things might be a little triggering, because we don't want to admit to ourselves what we really want. And that goes back to bypassing. So for some, I think I said that on purpose because I didn't say that in other signs. And for you, my Tauruses, am feeling like you're going to admit to yourself what you really, really want. That you haven't admitted to yourself what you really, really wanted before. And the discipline, the actions, the everything that you're going to be doing is based more on the this is what I really, really want, not on the this is what I've been working towards. Ah, oh my gosh. I'm not going to take it because I got a crap ton and that's not going to work. So let me shuffle it again and let's see. Let's not be crazy here. We're going to maximum 3, y'all. You can't give me more than that. Oh, look at that. I got 2. 2. The first one is in their heads, overthinking, stressed out, spinning scenarios. That's intellectualization. I'm just saying, somebody's really, really smart, like head smart, right? Mind smart. And you've used that a lot to avoid an emotion, and it's not going to be able to be avoided anymore. Nothing adds up. Inconsistency, suspicion, gut knowing. And, like 2 and 2 doesn't make 3. Okay. And so I'm feeling like that event that is going to be breaking through in that eclipse is going to make the math that you've been using in your mind to justify situations not math right. The math is not mathing. Okay. It's not making sense anymore to you. And you're going to be like, because of this energy on March 8th, right? You're putting the pieces together in the puzzle and it just does not make sense. And you're like, I think it's time for me to do something about this because I think I've been tricked. Does that make sense? Or I've been tricking myself, something like that. That's what this feels like. It's crazy. Taurus, it really feels like a breaking down of some kind of something in your head that has kept feelings or emotions or a thought process away. And now it's like, no, I can't ignore this anymore. That's what this feels like. It's like the math is not mathing. And whoever understands, understands. The next thing we see is March 10th, which Jupiter will come out of retrograde. It's been in retrograde since November. So the big deal about this, what is it? The fact that you can finally get loose and you're not tied down to something and you can finally move forward. It feels like whatever you've been working towards that just feels like an uphill battle and you didn't get anywhere and instead you look like you're going backwards, all of a sudden it's like launching forward. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. What are we launching forward here with my Tauruses? Legit, I keep hearing that song. I don't F with you. Yeah, you stupid A, B. I ain't effing with you. I have it so strong in my head right now. Yeah. There's something here. We have the book. After that, we got the snake. And after that, we have el jinete. Jinete. How do you say jinete in English? That would be the cowboy, the rider. I feel hold on one second because I'm getting a song in my head. Okay, as soon as I pulled out the book, which I keep hearing the book of life, the serpent, and the jinete, which would be the cowboy, right? And I feel like the 4 horsemen for some reason. I don't know why I feel it, but just bear with me because this feels like strong Judgment Day kind of energy that I'm feeling is happening starting March 10th. And then all of a sudden I started getting this old ass song. It's called Bad Moon Rising. And I kept hearing, I feel the bad moon rising. I see trouble on its way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. Oh my God, you guys. Again, the math isn't mathing, okay? And the way that you used to justify your reality, the things, the way things work, the life that you had, et cetera, was because of that weird math that you were intellectualizing and kind of like working on through your head. And then you're going to be on the A that feels like you're like, wait a second, this doesn't make sense. And that doesn't make sense. And this doesn't go over here. And one thing does not look like the other. And then I'm seeing like March 10th comes up and it's Judgment Day. And it's kind of like, I'm reading this right. And I'm seeing the snake in the grass. And it's time for me to like end this shit. That's what this feels like. It feels so good. And at the same time, it's kind of freaky. Oh my God, Taurus. And the fact that you're like influencing the eclipse tells me a lot, because the eclipse energy, Jupiter is in retrograde. So it's like all this shit is being revealed, but you can't do anything about it. And then all of a sudden it goes freelance. We have a twin flame energy here. Oh, I forgot to turn the camera so you can see the reflection. That's important that I said that. I forgot to turn the camera so you can see the reflection correctly. And I feel like what you were perceiving was asked backwards of what it actually was. And it says, reflection of the soul, mirrored emotions, your other half shared feelings. I feel trouble on its way. Why? Deja vu. This is a reflection again, and it says there's history happened in the past, repeating patterns. Fired up, fuming with rage, overwhelming explosion of emotions, very angry. Holy crap. Do you know, like when you wake up from a horrendous dream and you're like, oh my God, this was just a dream? I'm feeling that energy, but it felt so real. I feel like you were stuck in this, I want to say spell, okay? Because there's no other way to say it. And the spell can be an actual witchy spell, right? Or it can be something like, you know how they say that they have learned to tailor ads, to tailor all kinds of stuff so that you are like in a hypnotic trance and you just do what other people want you to do. This is like waking up from that and realizing that everything that you were projecting out in the world from people, places, things, energies, everything you were interpreting was asked backwards. And now you're going to have these deja vu moments where you're just like revisiting situations and everybody keeps talking the same things, doing the same things or whatever, but you're seeing it different this time. Oh my God. And this time I feel rage from it. Like, it's like, I can't believe this is what these people were using words. This was what people were using actions. This is what they were putting in social medias. This is what they were projecting out, that I was totally eating. And you know what? Just a side note, okay? This is for those that know. For a hot minute, I've been feeling this energy where people are going to tune off electronics, right? Like, you know how everybody's like, oh, the world is going AI, everything's going to be computer, there's going to be less in-person stuff because everybody's going to want to do it. That is such a fucking lie, because part of the problem with elevated anxiety, depression, blah, 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 is the fact that people aren't peopling anymore. Like, we're not spending time with each other enough to recalibrate the energetic fields around us. And there's like this energy of everything just being turned off. And I feel like that is going to come about because we're going to realize it's all a story. like all these things being projected online, all these things being projected to our ears, to our mouths, all this stuff. And it's just big BS. And it's like, why do I have to listen to you anymore? Why do I need to listen to this government, to this family, to this friend, whatever? You guys have been lying to me. I finally see it. Like all of the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. It feels like such a mind blow. And it feels like it's happening on March 4th. I mean 10th. Even though I said 4th, and Floridian slips are important. Anyways, last thing I want to look into is March 26th. This time, the energy of the moon being in Taurus that we saw on the 3rd is coming back on the end of the month, but it's lining up with this energy of Jupiter being direct. And they're making friends with each other. And so it's kind of like revisiting whatever blew up in your brain the beginning of the month, and now like blowing up externally because I'm going to do something about it. This feels big, you guys. I mean, I didn't feel this way for all the other signs, but for you guys, I feel the bad moon rising. Maybe there's a message for you guys in that song. Maybe you guys should look it up. So it's Bad Moon Rising. It's old by Creedence Clearwater. That's the name. I hear hurricanes a blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I fear rivers overflow. Oh, holy shit. Oh, rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of rage and ruin. You guys, I think that song has something to do with what's going to play out for the Taurus energy. And I feel like Taurus has a big role to play in March. And I think this is going to be affecting all signs, not just you guys, but this feels like the dam breaking and all the lies. And then your math is not mathing, and rage, like real rage. Not the kind where you're like just angry, like rage where you're like, I'm over this shit. Shut up. And I got the labyrinth. For the energy of the 26th, I got the labyrinth. It says transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. It feels like that. Oh, you can't see it. Damn, I forgot to put it in. It feels like you've been stuck in this fucking Matrix game, because there's no other way to say it, okay? And finally, you realized you're there, and finally you got the key to get out. And then it says wishes coming to rapid achievements of your dreams and wishes. I feel like whoever I'm talking about in the sign of Taurus, you've been wanting to get out of this freaking maze for forever. Like you knew something did not smell right. There was something not right about this story. And you're like, I want the F out. And I think first you're going to get validated that that is legit the real truth. And secondly, you're going to get the F out. Now I can't get that song out of my head, you guys. It's just, this is now tarot to figure out what's going on. And the first thing we got is, do you remember how I said the keys? Look at, let me see how I can get it to focus. I got this card, and there's two keys here crossing, and there's the contract, and there is the light in that tree. And then we have the Five of Wands, which the Five of Wands is fired up. I'm ready to fight. Six of Pentacles, and this one I'm going to show you because it's super important. Look at this. It's two people, one signing their lives away, one getting paid for the life that is being sent away from that double energy. I think this is super important. And then look at this. A woman crying because she's in the shore while another woman is moving away, and they have a little baby there. So taking away their kid. And then we have the same woman that's in the side of the I want to say the side of the water, tied up while another one is stabbing her in her back. Five of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. In the bottom of the deck, we have the World card. With the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords and the Tower. And the Fool card. I have to because this is all the same story. I'm feeling like this whole moment, okay? Look at the World card. It's the same lady that's tied up, but now she's free. The Seven of Swords, the same lady, but running away from the lies, the deception. The King of Swords. The Tower card. Blowing the top off the tower, mind you. It's not the, like normally you see the whole thing. It's just the top. And then the Fool card. You guys, this is like, and I mean, you know what's the most awesome thing about this? That these readings, there's not that many people that see that. So I know that there's not a lot of people that are woke and not a lot of people that'll know this. There's a lot of people that are stuck in the matrix, but whoever's here up to now, you guys are getting out, okay? But what I'm seeing here is you're finding the truth about a contract that's been on your soul. And I'm going to call it like that, okay? And this contract that might be on your soul might be like the family you grew up in, the situations that you've been tied down to, etc. And right now that you figured out the truth about this situation, I feel like you were sold. And this is energetically sold out. This can be energetically, like spiritually sold, right? Where you were sold to some kind of demonic force from probably family or whatever, right? Or making it 3D for the people that are not really esoteric. This feels like somebody sold you out and betrayed you, blah, blah, blah. And you've been your entire freaking life having to pay off this somebody selling you out. So somebody, let's say somebody sold you out, they betrayed you, they told somebody something they shouldn't have said or whatever, and your whole life you've been trying to fix that, your identity or your sense of self, or reclaim that power that was taken from you because of the fact that you were betrayed. Okay? And I feel like they took from you a lot of your new beginnings. So let's say that this betrayal caused a situation where you were going to start this new idea, this new business venture, this new whatever, and somebody stole it from you. And you just stayed stuck in the side of the shore where somebody else lived and became everything you were supposed to become because they lied and deceived you and they stole your information, your knowledge, your whatever. And then what I'm seeing is that besides them going as far as taking your ideas, then they tied you down to this identity that was not yours to begin with. And then they proceeded to stab you in the back consistently, making you think that you were a victim of everyone and everything, right? And now you're getting the key to the open door. And this is why I'm saying, because look, this is the key and this is the door finally open for you to get out of that freaking labyrinth. I'm feeling like you're stepping into a whole new reality. I'm feeling like everything that they did actually helped you learn how to take from these deceivers and move forward. I feel like you acquired some friends on your side that are going to help you move forward. And this can be actual physical people that are going to support you. I feel like this movement forward that you're taking is going to blow the top off a lot of BS that's happening all around you. And a lot of more things are going to be revealed based on you opening these eyes. And I think that you don't even know exactly how much your reality is going to change at this moment. In other words, whoever I'm talking to you, you understood the assignment. And whatever you did, you're gonna shake some stuff up. And it's because there's rage inside of you, because this was unfair. Okay? But c'est la vie, sometimes we have to go through the BS so that we can blow some shit up. That's what I can say. Sometimes those that are on top think they're going to be on top forever. And when you blow this thing up, them, their descendants, friends, family, loved ones, anything that is connected to them, anything that received any kind of benefit from being with them and for doing what they did to you, they're all going to fall. And that sounds like a them problem because they deserve it. But definitely big changes. I'm liking this reading. I think that whoever I'm talking to is very spiritually inclined and will understand the whole spirit thing part of the reading, even though I try to make it 3D for some of you. For all of you guys that are in the Elgin area, I did want to chime this in. I am starting my chakra series. It's 9 weeks where we're going to be going from the base chakra all the way to your soul contract chakra. And we're going to be doing meditations and hypnosis to open those chakras out, clear them out so you can create that channel to divine source and to your divine source. Important to say that because people believe everybody's connected to the same thing, and that's a crock of shit. And I have package deals in my website where you can do all 9, or you can just do one individually if you're interested in it. That's all on my website. I'm also starting a masterclass for you to learn how to really manifest. And this is like the mind, the body, and the spirit connecting it all together so you can make that happen for yourself. It will include all the materials and stuff for you so you can make that happen. There's a lot of changes happening at Becoming I Am, and it's because I'm ready and it's time. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe to the actual website. The description is in the part below. I usually like to send out newsletters to let you know the astrology, how it's going to affect you, and also all this new stuff that I'm doing. So if you're ready to expand your awareness, then come and visit me. Mind you, also, I don't do a lot of things online for whoever is asking that. And people would say, oh, that's not a good business strategy. Yeah, but if you're not able to come to my reality, then I shouldn't share that information with you. And physical information is more important than something that can be distorted with these computers. I hope this helps you, and we'll see you the next time.